What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Silk the God, back at it again with another YouTube video. Yes, sir. Skin fade, waves on top, man. Nothing too major, nothing too crazy. Let's get it. Okay, so I got a fresh canvas, man. Fresh canvas. His hair's already brushed, so I'm just combing, stepping in my first guideline. You know I got my master's lever clothes, stepping in my first guideline. Now, I could stamp it with my liners, but it's gonna make my job more difficult. And we like to work smarter, not harder. Yes, sir. Okay, now that I've done that, I'm gonna come back with my liners. I use my FX liners to strictly for balding out skin fades, because they're good liners, but like after a while the blade starts moving towards the corner. It doesn't matter how much you fix it, it just for some reason it just slides to the corner and then it starts cutting people. So I just use these just to bald and get underneath the beard area, because my GTX sometimes kind of tug underneath the beard. So I just use it to bald and get underneath the neck area when I'm lining up the beard. For the most part, that's pretty much it. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Got it cut, man. You know the vibe, man. Yes, sir. Okay, so right now I'm doing the second guideline. So I got my master's lever open bow, put it in my second guideline, and then after that I'm gonna come back, close it, and knock the line right out, like right out. And you can see the line is coming out like butter. So I close my lever to the middle, and then I close it all the way to the bottom, and then it just knocks the line right out. And you can see how easy the line just came out so easily and so effortlessly. That's because I did what I did in the beginning. I stamped my guideline. I didn't go all the way up with the ball line, and it's just easy to come out just like that. So just try to make your job easy for yourself. You don't want to be just stuck on the ball line trying to knock out the ball line all day during the cut, because remember, cut's supposed to be like 30 to 45 minutes depending on the service. But if you're doing a regular haircut, it shouldn't be no longer than 30 to 35 minutes a haircut, especially if you're booked all day or you're planning on cutting a lot of customers during the day. You want to make sure your time is where it's supposed to be. As you can see, I'm going with the grain with a half guard, and I'm not going over the corners. I want to make sure the hair is all leveled out and the corners are kind of light. So if I go over on one guard on the corners, it's just gonna get even lighter and it's gonna look like it's a bald spot, and that's not what we want. So I'm going with the grain over the waves, and I'm leaving the corners alone. I don't even go over the corners. If I want to go over the corners, I'll probably, like, you know, just gently go over it a little bit, and then I'll probably do a one guard against the grain, just not at the corner, but like right before I hit the corner, so it blends effortlessly. Yeah, so I'm just, you know, blow drying the axis hair that I cut off that I have a clean canvas to fade with. And you can see like the hair looks even, like you wouldn't even know that it was light over there. So since I did since I did a half guard with the grain, I'm gonna use a one guard against the grain, because that automatically blends into the top. And after that I'm gonna fade down. So it was a one guard, and after that I'm gonna use a half guard, lever open, then lever close, and then if I want to go do some detail work, I'm gonna take up the guard right after. But these are the simple steps for the most part. It's like 3 steps. It's not hard, not difficult at all, man. And as you can see, I came back with the one guard, and I just blend that corner a little bit with my one guard, not all the way at the end, but I just want to make sure that everything's blending perfectly. Yes. Okay, so now that is nice and blended, we're gonna come back and blend the top of the beard. Lever open, lever close. One guard open, one guard close, half guard closed, and then that's it. It's blended. Bow movie, yes sir. Okay, now it's time to line up the back of the beard. I like to frame my beard work bow usually by lining up the back and underneath the neck first, and then after that I do everything else when it comes to the beard. So that's what I'm doing for the most part. Okay, so I have spritz on a paper towel. I'm just locking in his hand, making sure it's laid down flat. That way it doesn't move when I line them up. I usually spray the napkin first or paper towel first, whatever, because I don't like the forehead being super dry and white after the fact. So I start from the middle and then I go to the right. And I only go to the right first because the camera is facing. The camera is on the right side of the canvas, but I usually go to the left side first because I'm a lefty. I'm a left-handed person. I'm a left-handed barber. So I pull out, stamp my vertical bar, and then I pull out. That way I don't push back. And you can see like he's already looking crispy. I have no enhancement, no razor, just strictly my talent, and he's looking really clean. Yes sir, golly cuts, stand up, bow. After that, I have to hit him with the Get Beam waterproof color enhancement just to get the haircut looking extra spiffy, you know, make it pop. But you can see I did my thing before I even threw that on there, you know. But golly cuts, GC, stand up. After that, I just throw in a little bit of fiber, a little bit of topic, just to make it look more real, more natural. Then I lock it in and I line it up again. And remember, sometimes less is more. You don't have to overdo it on the hands because when it looks jet black, it just looks crazy. I just use enough to make sure my guy look clean. And them DGX boy, when I meet them hitters, they hitters. For me, they cut straight out the box. I didn't have to do anything, and I don't really like to zero gap too much because I don't want to cut the client's skin. I just want to cut the hair. That's it, man. Like I said, man, I'm just framing the beard, man. I'm just cleaning up the bottom of the neck area. After that, I'm gonna come back with my razor, and then I'm gonna line up the beard with the razor first. Typically, I like to use the razor on top of the beard line first, so I don't want to drop the beard too low. Sometimes, like, I usually have a problem with that, so I just, you know what, just to eliminate the problem, why not use a razor first and then come back and then clean the top of the face with the liners right after. And I'm just stretching the skin and gliding. You can see my boys looking really crispy, like bow movie. Yes sir, let's get it. Same thing with the hairline. Pull it and then glide against. Pull it to its maximum potential, glide against, and I just brush off the white residue. Me personally, I don't like the extra white ash line. I hate it personally, but I'm not, you know, knocking nobody that does it. Like, if you want to, hey man, post your work, do what you gotta do. But me personally, I just really don't like it, so that's why I brush it off. That's it. That's it for the most part. But my guy's looking really clean. That's all I can say. Wow. YouTube, this is the cut, skin fade. Man, yo, follow me in the gram, man. Stop playing around, man. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give your boy a thumbs up, and I'm out of here. Bow.